Oh, it's not? It says I'm live. Hunter, can you hear me?
Oh. Wait. Oh, wait, that's yours. Dude, come on.
I think it is working.
It is.
All right, great. Or you can turn it off now. Thank you. Yeah, plug it in. Oh, I have to look at the camera. Like looking at the room. There's two what? Hi, everyone. Hey, Cow Crew for Life. Sorry, I'm reading the camera's there and the thing is there. My first live, and I'm doing kombucha. I'm a little nervous. Bear with me. As my husband goes in the background. Let's see, live. Yay, yes. Kinfolk Farm, Georgia. Yes, I am. What? Stay brave. Oh, thanks. I'm trying. It's very nerve-wracking. Well, I guess it's not really, but being that it is my first live, I kind of am. And I am talking about kombucha, even though this is only my third time fermenting. The family loved it, and I started doing more, so I need to do more. So I thought I'd just share a little bit. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. The kombucha is right here. I have not taken it out yet. I need to put it in here, another bowl, so that I can start my next one. I actually delayed a little bit on starting the tea. I was supposed to do it this afternoon and I forgot, so it's on the stove getting warmed up, so that'll go or be ready. Is anybody else talking? So I'm just keeping my hands like really clean because kombucha can be, or the SCOBY can be very finicky. You want your hands to be nice and clean. Some people use vinegar, some people don't, and they just wash their hands. So I'm just being extra careful in washing my hands, and then also going to use a little bit of vinegar. Like that, too much. And then rinse them off again, because you don't want them to be too vinegary. I feel like I'm doing surgery. Okay. Look at that. At first I thought that was gross, but it's normal. So this is where my original SCOBY is. I can take it apart. Like that, it just peels away. Kind of looks gross, I know. I washed this nice and clean, this bowl, so it will be ready for the SCOBY. And I need, it's fine. Probably, I mean, everyone's different, it's not. Hey, PG Nano Farm. Hey, put it down. Thank you. All right, I'm just gonna save about, I think it was maybe a cup-ish. I think it's actually a little bit more. There we go. And that'll be saved for the next batch. If you don't know already. I have some bottles here that I've already pre-washed. It's fine. Is that what you want? No. Okay. My kids are watching me over here. I got an audience. Hi, Hans. Are you? Are you with my dad? I love kombucha. I wouldn't trust myself to make it. It's actually really easy. I was so nervous, and I am a little bit, but I'm not as nervous as I was to begin with. But my family loves it, and it's so expensive in the store. So it's $3. $3 for a bottle. But with 5 of us, it can add up. Easy. Oh yeah, so here's the ones that we bought at the store, and they were like $3. So I'm actually going to reuse these bottles, and I have some pre-cut fruit right here. Oh, can you give me the funnel and sugar? I forgot. They're like my worker bees over here. Go get me this. Go get me that. I need 2. Smaller one. Thank you. Now the sugar, please. They're my assistants. I wish this computer was closer so I could read it easier. Thank you.
I can do it.
So each one of the bottles needs, everyone's different. Between a teaspoon and a tablespoon. I have been doing just a teaspoon, and it's been plenty. I need that. Thanks, dude. That is a tablespoon. And you can see I have my water here. I actually need to put the tea in it real quick. And I'm just using organic black tea. And for this will be my gallon, so I'll put it back into here. And last time I used, I think, 10 tea bags, and it was slightly too much, so I'm just going to do 8 this time. You want to do that for me?
What?
Put 8 tea bags in here.
Where in there?
Uh-huh.
Just put them in.
Yeah, just go like and just lean it over.
1, 2,
8. Thank you.
3.
My worker bees. Has anybody else had or tried kombucha, and what flavors do y'all like? Isaiah's favorite is blueberry, but I thought it was a little too tart, so I'm going to make some just for him because he's requesting it. What, Jaden?
Can we have like... Ooh, lemon.
What?
Lemon.
No, don't touch it. Go.
No, can we do lemon and strawberries?
I did that last time. I can do it again, though. PG Nino Farm, it's really easy. You should do it. I got my SCOBY on Etsy. Okay, Posy Mom, I think is what I got it from. If you just search on Etsy or even Amazon, I think I'd rather get it from Etsy though. The person actually shipped it, and I'm not sure if that's the same way they do it on Amazon, but yeah, they might. Something in my throat. Last time I made 8 of these bottles with the 1 gallon, but it was a little bit more full. It was probably up to here, so probably only gonna get maybe 7, maybe 6. If I use these, I'll definitely not get 7. But I've got a 2-gallon jar that will be, excuse me, ready to do this in maybe like 2 days. It's a bigger jar, so it's taking a little bit longer to ferment and be ready to do the second fermentation. I am no pro, so don't like, I don't know. Don't get mad at me if I'm doing something wrong. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? Okay. I think I put sugar in there. Yep, I did. Okay. And you put a really good amount of fruit in there. This is just frozen fruit. I don't have the fresh stuff. The fresh stuff is a lot more expensive. And if it's not ready, then it will go bad if you don't use it right away. So I just get the frozen stuff. I can cut it up right then and there, and it's good to go. And I do cut it up nice and small so that it fits in here. And then when it's time to wash out the bottles, they wash out much easier. And I'm doing strawberry right now. I think my favorite so far has been the raspberry. And you put quite a bit of fruit in there, at least I do. It really makes it taste so much better. The kombucha here by itself is very tart. Nice. My husband is messing with me off the camera. Yes, you. All right, I think it still needs more. That's good. And the fruit will get smaller and it'll get white when it's getting close to completion. And I'm going to do some lemon. All right, I'm just going to do a squeeze of it. And then I've got my funnel. I'm going to move this out the way. And here's my scoop. And I'm just going to funnel it in. You can already see the fizz in there. Well, you might not be able to, but I can. Now, everyone has their own idea of, what's too full and what's not full enough. I like to leave a little bit of room just to make sure. So I filled it about right there. And we'll let that one start. And I've also had someone suggest that I just leave it like this without closing it. And I think I'm going to try that on one bottle this time just to see, because I've been burping it every day. And then other people say, don't burp it. But then I've had times when my bottle, when I've popped it open, it's like not exploded, but it's definitely come out. Oh, awesome. 2 wild onions. It is the day. I have another jar, and it's 2 gallons, but it's not quite ready. It's going to be ready, I think, on Sunday. So I'm going to do another batch on Sunday. I mean, we go through it so fast. I love the raspberry lemonade. I think that is by far my favorite. I did not like blueberry. Blueberry was very tart for me. And yeah, I just didn't like it. My son, Isaiah, though, he loved it. And so he's requesting one just for him. So we're going to do one just for him. So, and then it'll be all his, because I don't think anybody else liked it. Okay, raspberry lemonade is really easy. I just have my my lemon, and I'm gonna have to cut up some more raspberry, but it's right here. I've already made one, and so I just squeeze the lemon right into the jar. I try to make sure that I don't get any seeds in it. I heard that you're not supposed to have any of the white stuff in there. I don't know, but I don't want to take any chances either. So I just squeeze the lemon in. And I think someone said that you can use organic lemon juice from the store as well. I've not tried it. I just have had lemons because I bought a big bag of them. So I've just been using that. I'm sure if I didn't have them, I would use them. Yes, it creates its own carbonation because of the fermentation. And that's how you get the bubbly stuff. So it's all natural for the most part. I mean, I do put sugar in it. You can use raw organic sugar, but I haven't had any. I've just been using plain white sugar, but I think maybe eventually I'll go to the organic raw because it's better for you, I guess. But for now, I just use regular sugar. And then I have done also strawberry raspberry lemonade, and that was pretty good as well. And it seems they were frozen and they've thawed a little bit. They're kind of mushy, but either way, that doesn't really matter. They'll still work. I do put quite a bit of fruit in there. I'm making a mess. I'm gonna have to cut up some more fruit. Actually works better when it's slightly frozen still. Next, also, okay, so another one. Okay, so I said that my favorite was the raspberry lemonade, but I have another favorite, which is mango. And so you just put the juice in here instead of the fruit, and it works just the same, and it's really good. There you go. Yes, I flavor with that fruit juice. This is the only one I've actually tried. I love mango, and I don't like cutting up mangoes, so the juice just makes sense, to me at least. All right, I ran out of raspberries. I'm going to cut some more. Yes, I answered it before I even saw that you had answered it or asked the question. Convenient. I guess I was just reading your mind. That's not enough in my opinion. I like it really fruity because I don't like the taste of the kombucha by itself without any fruit flavoring. It has a very tart taste and like sour. It's just weird. Hard to explain. It kind of makes like feels weird going down your throat, if that makes sense. I'm going to do it a little bit more. And the funnels are a lifesaver, let me tell you. Unless you have bottles like that, but even that's hard to pull it in or put it in. All right. So there's the second one. I think that's the same raspberry. Actually, the first one was strawberry and raspberry. I think that was both as well. So I'm going to do blueberry, and I'm going to do it in, I'll do it in this one. Actually, no. I'm going to do the blueberry in the wider mouth jar because I've had the blueberries get stuck last time, unless I cut them, and I didn't really want to cut them. So Let me take this off. All right, so I took that off so it's easier for you guys to see, especially the bubblies when I put the kombucha in there. Where? There it is. I need to put sugar in there. I am making a mess. And I am going to put a little bit more sugar in the blueberry because it does end up being a little tart. So maybe that was my problem last time, is that it wasn't sweet enough. I guess we'll try. And you can't see very well. That's better. Can you see the fizz on top? So they're going to let that ferment for a couple of days, and it'll be good. Hi, Mother Hen. It's okay. I'm just doing whatever. I'm always late to live feeds too. So actually, this is my first one, so I'm a little nervous. And I keep saying that. All right, so I'm only going to do the one blueberry because, like I said before, Isaiah is the only one who likes blueberries. And I'll go back to my raspberry because that's my favorite. Thank you. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I might maybe do this more. I don't know. I guess we'll see how the turnout is. And I know everyone gets really good responses with the live feeds, but I was just scared that I wouldn't have anything to say and that I would just sit here and not talk. And, you know, at least when you're recording, you can say things over again. And if you didn't like it, you could, you know, change it. So, yeah. But I like watching other people's live feeds too, so I thought I might as well join in on the fun. Has anybody else done a live feed before? Because it's actually kind of weird sitting here talking to a camera and then having to read responses. And I feel like I could miss something, or that I'm just weird talking to a camera. Wrong one. And I wish there was a way to make the chat bigger so I could see it. Oh, PG Nano Farm, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Because let me tell you, my husband's been trying to get me to do one for a couple weeks, and I finally worked up the courage to actually do it. So yeah, you can do it if I can do it. I'm not very technologically inclined, so I actually had to have my high schooler, who's in 9th grade, help me set this up, which is so crazy to think about because I used to do this with my parents. So now I'm the one who's like, I don't understand this stuff. Oh, cool. You should totally do that. I've never been to the Mother Earth Fair. There was one in Waco that I saw someone was at, and I actually had never heard of it until then. And then I go to Tractor Supply and I see Mother Earth like magazine. I was like, oh, I never paid attention to that. You know what would really help? My glasses. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. I'm so terrified to do one. I love being able to say the same thing 3 times and pick my favorite version. Yes, I like to do that too. Although I kind of like seeing people's bloopers because it actually makes it seem like they're not perfect too. I see so many videos and it's like perfect. And I'm like, I wish I could be that perfect. And obviously no one's perfect and they edit it and they probably do it 100 times. Maybe not 100, but they do it a lot. And that one is almost done. A 1,000 times. Yeah, I bet there are some people that do it 1,000 times, but honestly, like I said, I like the bloopers. I love seeing the bloopers because it just means that they're human and they make mistakes too. So, but everyone's different. Oops, and I'm making a mess. No, I'm not done. All right, so there I've got 4 bottles. One of them is a small one for Isaiah. So I might actually have enough to do the full 8 just because of that small one. And I'm almost out of raspberries. I'm gonna have to get some more at the store. Oh, I gotta do the, I gotta do mango. I forgot about mango. How could I forget about mango? Okay. Last time I did the mango, how long do you ferment during the fermentation? So I find that the real fruit ones, like the raspberry, strawberry ones that I did, only take like 2 to 3 days. I actually opened one in 24 hours, and that's one of the ones that kind of went all over the place. And so all the fruit was gone, and I actually drank it, and it tasted fine. It didn't have as much of the fruit flavor, but it didn't taste like this. So it was doable and quite good, actually. So, I mean, I guess it depends on how long you want to wait. So I usually do 3 days. I think the mango juice was 3 days. So yeah, I think it's personal preference on you. Like I said, I did it for 1 day and that one exploded and I went ahead and drank it and it tasted fine. Okay, that already has sugar. And then you don't really need to add sugar. I did the first time I did it, so I don't think it's gonna hurt it. The first time I got one of the smaller bottles and it was a different brand. Or yeah, a different brand. I couldn't find the same brand with the bigger size, so I just went with this one. I don't think it matters though. And I think I put about, rewind. I think I put about that much in it. I think it just depends on how much of a mango flavor you want. Okay. I think I made 8 bottles on the gallon the last time I did it, and it was gone in 3 days. So that's when I started doing the 2 gallon plus the 1 gallon. So I have 3 gallons, and I'll probably still need to do it more often because it's just that good, in my opinion. I know that some people out there don't like it, and that's perfectly fine. Our taste buds are totally different. I saw someone who posted and got a June SCOBY, which is just honey. And I had never heard of that. And I thought that was really neat. It was a little bit more expensive. It was like $15 instead of like the $8, but and she said she liked it. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. No one asked you, Jeff. The hubby's making comments behind the camera. I'm gonna do a mango in here so I can see what it looks like. How do you tell how many people are in the chat? Probably not a lot because I'm a small channel, but. Thanks. Thanks, I said. And this isn't going to come off for me. All right, I'll have to do it later because I'm not messing with it right now. Okay. I am going to add just a little bit of sugar. Where'd my spoon go? It's hiding on me. Okay. Put it in the bag so I don't lose it again. I didn't put the mango juice in there. I forgot, but I can still do it. All right. It looks a little gross, but maybe not really. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. All right. So far, that's one. I've got 4 of these, and then these 2. So 4, 5, 6. Not too shabby. I still have a little bit more. I think I can get 2 out of here. Thanks, PG Nano. I appreciate that. Honestly, there's got to be a way to find out from here, but I don't know how it is. Like I said, I'm technically not inclined, if that makes sense. All right, I am going to do lemon raspberry again, and then I'll do the rest with strawberry and strawberry lemonade, and then I'll be done. Normally doesn't take me this long to do it, but because I'm kind of talking, it is taking me longer. I'm hoping to get really good at making kombucha. And who knows? Maybe I can figure out a way to sell at farmers markets or something, because this stuff is amazing. There's a whole bunch of different flavors you can do too. Someone said like cayenne, and I don't know. I don't think I would like the cayenne because I'm not a spicy type of person. Yeah, so anybody else have any flavors that they like? that they've tried? Or want to try? Get all that yummy juice in there. Yum. All right. You should try it, PG Nano Farm. You can buy it at Walmart. That's where I got it. And I found that the ones that I bought at Walmart are a little bit more tart than the ones I made at home. I don't know. It's got a clog. No. Oh, there it goes. Look at that bottle. It's a mess. Oh, that's funny. Oh, the hubby said, story of my life. I'm a mess, apparently. Oh, he loves me. Oh, man. Just a small one. All right, we are almost done. I just have one bottle and then we're good. And I need to put, what'd you say? I need to put this in. So what are y'all's plans for the weekend? We have a baseball tournament for the 8-year-old. So we'll be up bright and early, no sleeping in tomorrow for us. Bummer, but it's okay. We have to be at the fields at like 8 o'clock. The game's at 9. I'll actually do that. And yeah, so we don't get to sleep in as much, but that's okay because he enjoys it. That is stuck and it doesn't want to go down, so I'm going to take a toothpick, see if I can't get it. There it went. Oh my gosh, the boys in sports, it's fun, but it's very time consuming. We've spent all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the ball fields. And I wanted to do this, I think Wednesday because it was ready, and I couldn't because we were at the ball fields. And then I was going to do it tonight, but everyone else goes live on Friday night. And I was like, I didn't want to take away from anybody else. So I decided to do it a little earlier. And I know that I missed some people, you know, that are at work or can't watch it, but it is what it is. You're never going to please anybody. Sometimes I have to tell myself that over and over again. I am a people person or people pleaser. And sometimes you just need to stop being a people pleaser. Or at least that's what I get told. So is anybody, let's see, questions. Who started their garden? Has anybody done seed startings? Where's everybody from? Who's on? That was like 2 questions, sorry. Answer whichever one you want. So have you started anything in your garden, if you have one, or where are y'all from? No, you haven't started anything in your garden. When's your growing season? And PG Nano Farm, you're in Washington. I didn't know that. Maybe I did. I think you've mentioned it in a couple of your videos. I'm not sure. We are in Maine. Wow. Yes, that is still snow. My family lives in New York, Western New York. So we're actually going there this summer for a couple weeks, and I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see, Wyoming. Hi, Bear River Homestead. Nice to have you. Wyoming, it's still cold there too, right? That's up north, yeah. We are trying to get in a garden, but we keep having cold spells, and it's waiting a little longer. Yeah, I mean, waiting a little longer is good, especially for the cold spells. I think I probably planted a couple things a little too soon, but I did go out and cover them, so I mean that helps for sure. Let's see, we just got another 3 inches of snow. Gross. Sorry. Yeah, I'm glad we don't get a lot of snow here in Texas. Well, we got snow last year, but it only lasted a couple of days. The kids didn't have school for like, I want to say 2, maybe 3 days, because we have no plows here in Texas, and they don't invest in them because we don't get snow very often. So there's no point in investing hundreds of thousands of dollars if they're just going to sit. Let's see, totally gross. Originally from Tennessee, so I'm not a fan of the white stuff. Yeah. I like the white stuff, but not 6 months out of the year. I don't like having to scrape it and shovel it. You can't shovel sunshine, right? I totally grew up, like I said, in Western New York, so we had to deal with all the white stuff. So not a whole lot of fun for sure. Okay. So the Bear River Homestead, you're from Tennessee. How did you get to Wyoming? Let's see. So it's all rain up there, Mother Hen? Yes, that sucks, because then it's all muddy and it's hard to do anything. It's hard to get around. We haven't even started seeds yet. Really? When do you normally start seeds in Maine? And what's your growing season or growing length? Husband's job. And that makes sense. I mean, the job's there, right? Might as well stay. No. All right. That is the last of it. Now. All gone. Yep, it's all gone. they're all in the bottles. And so clean up this a little bit because my workspace is a mess now. So from a gallon, actually it was less than a gallon. It was probably 80% full. And some of the tea will evaporate during the fermentation stage. So not too bad. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the regular bottles and then 2 smaller bottles. So not too shabby, but this will be gone once it's done fermenting in like 3 days because we just drink it and love it. So, I mean, that's why I have the other 2-gallon one ready to go, but it's not technically ready to go. It'll be ready to go on Sunday. But that is that. I'm going to eventually rinse them off, but I'm going to clean up the space a little bit first and clean up the jar so that I can put the SCOBY back in here. I'm using really hot water as well. It'll get hot real quick. Do you drink it straight or flavor it? Flavor it for sure. Hey, yes. I tried it without flavoring it, and it's got a real bitter tart taste. So I don't like it that way, and the kids don't like it either. They've tried it and they didn't really care for it as well. Let's see. We are on the border of 5A and 4B, so it's different every year. Oh, that sucks. Sorry. So it's what's the average growing season like? 5 months? 6 months? I've watched some videos that you don't technically need to wash the jar that the kombucha is in, that you brew it in, but because I'm putting my hands in it and picking it up and whatnot, I just prefer to wash it because I don't want the SCOBY to die. That's just my preference. You can, if you know for sure that everything is clean, which I mean, I wash my hands with vinegar and soap and hot water, so I'm pretty sure it was clean, but still, I just like to be safe. Okay, let's see. Get 90 days of growing season in a good year. 90 days? Look at me, I'm a mess. That's awesome. That's part of it, right? Let's see, where's my bin? I don't know. This is just a mess. Let's see, last year I started late or too late and missed 3 or 4 weeks of good growing. The year before we started too early and seedlings outgrew the starters. It's so hard to tell then, I guess, huh? That's a bummer. That would suck a little bit. All right, I am gonna rinse this out one more time just because. Okay, so I'm just going to dump the SCOBY in with the starter fluid, and then once my tea that is back here cools down to room temperature, I can put it in here, but I don't want to put it in until it cools down completely to room temperature because it can kill it. So I think, I can't remember if it's 90 degrees, that if it's above 90, it kills it, or if it's 85. It's one of the two. I cool it down completely so that I know for sure that it's good. I mean, I guess I could just go research it again, but if I just leave it there, it's fine. So let's see. So 3 to 7 months, depending on weather and plant. And that's for y'all, 3 to 7 months. Oh, because of the starting? Is that right? Let's see. In March, April, or May. It usually lasts until August or September, but then roots can stay in ground for a lot longer here too. So that is a bonus. I mean, that's good. There's pros and cons to it all, I guess, right? Because we get so hot that this is a clean towel. The other one here, I just like to change them out just because, I don't know, just because. And I'm just gonna leave this over it. And I have a rubber band here somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. So I'm just gonna leave it here because I'm gonna put the tea in it anyways. And so that is it. That's my whole life. I'm done. How do you end this? Just say bye? I don't want to say bye. I kind of like having this conversation. It's kind of fun. What? What? End? No, don't end it.
You said end it?
I know, but I didn't want you to do it. Did you do it?
No.
Oh, brat. That was a great first live. I love y'all's channel. Keep it up. I gotta go home. Okay, thanks so much for coming. I did have fun. So I'm totally new to it too. Yes. Big Bear or the Bear River Homestead. That's awesome. I'm excited. So maybe I'll do it, I don't know, probably not every week because right now we're really busy with baseball. But whenever I get a chance, who knows, maybe I'll just hop on. So yeah, thanks so much for coming and chatting with me. It was a lot of fun and I can't wait to do it again. And I'm sure I'll see some of y'all on other live chats later because I'm going to hop on a couple since I have a free night. It's actually perfect timing up here too. Thanks for sharing. I got to start dinner and you did such a good job. P.S. I'm obsessed with your channel. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. You did wonderful. Great job. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.
Look,
Go ahead.
that's how long your
Oh my God,
stream
it was
was.
52 minutes.
And then 6 viewers and 7
Bye.
likes. 6 viewers and 7 likes.